Supreme, 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 supreme. Cracking your mind, then you will find a real diamond. Refine, shine, and leave behind what's all common. Mental capabilities, capable astro. Universal principles passed on. It's Naga, the god mathematic and made savage. Tried to hold the divine light, became granted as rock hard. Like I'm about to slide up in her guts with this pole. I can touch her soul, lighten in the rod. This phallus in the water, I can manifest the God. Bring the light upon the earth before I return to the stars. Bars. Supreme, 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 supreme. Supreme balance comes to everyone's life. No matter how it starts, good or bad, it's always there. But it always is there. Take the good with the sweet, the tart with the tasty. Understand the balance of life. Supreme, sweet, tasty. Sarah had a dolly and Billy had a bike and mom loved to drink and dad loved to fight and when it got dark and dad would get mad, I would hear mom screaming and I knew she was sad, so I ran to the cabinet to get the gun and I would turn around and see my father like, son. Supreme, supreme.
Supreme rising, supreme afternoon, and everything in between. Today's topic is the God, King, and Queen of the King and Queen Dome. I am Naga. And I like to bring awareness to actuality when things are placed in indifferences to the value of what we believe we know about particular things. And I like to strengthen that value in reality. So therefore, you don't sell yourself short on why you actually use particular frequencies and understandings, right? So that's what I came to do today. So we call each other gods and we call each other queens and all of that. And that's dope. I'm not saying it's wrong at all. That's not where I'm going at all with this. I'm about to show you how it's more real than you believe. So each and every one, particularly that has some form of light within them. I don't know. I mean, as far as I'm understanding that everybody is not created the same. Some people are created out of different energies is what I'm starting to understand now in a full retrospect. So I don't know. So I can't really judge certain people, but I know people who are created like me in the original aspect of the sun, the solar beings. We were given a piece of solar energy, a piece of sun, if you want to say, or star. You know what I'm saying? We was given a piece of a star that actually came down, descended through our pineal gland into our bodies. That's why the pineal gland shines light on our heart. This is particularly for us. That light was deemed a God energy. So that's the God energy coming into you to give you existence. That light that gave you life. That's the God energy coming into your existence, right? So it came into an existence and formulated a whole dome around it. It formulated a box. What is a box? A box is angles. This is why they show you pentagrams and different shapes that can form out from the center of what a box is to showing you that even within four shapes or four corners of an attribute, those are just angles. Anything that forms into an angle is actually a box, no matter how far it fans out. You know what I'm saying? So from poly all the way to just four is a box, regardless. So here we go. I got angles everywhere. My arms, my legs, my body is at angles. It's at different retrospects. So literally, no matter how I'm standing, even with appendages, I'm still a box that can house what? Light. So we formulated the dome around the God. You became the king of the dome, kingdom, the words, the etymology of the words transmuted into another value, we started making fairy tales. And they started elaborating on these stories as if, but they was easily to put them in retrospect to where you could see it for yourself. The crown is there. They show you how the light sits around your head as a crown. Where they talk about the crystals in your brain, right? Talking about the crystals in your brain, and when the crystals in your brain, when the synapses light up, you start tapping into the higher frequency. But that's the physical attribute of the pineal and the chakras. So like the chakras is like the spiritual attribute of the pineal and the actual crystals that wrap around your mind like a vine of branches or thorns in some aspect, right? So when we all was able to raise up the energy up to 33 vertebrae, this would spark up and light up. It would shine. Other people would call it a halo because the energy of the light will reflect out of the flesh like glowworms. See, the way I be talking to it, I talk to it like it's simple because I understand divine to be simple understanding for us. It's not going to be like that for everybody. This is the reason for attempt. Attempt in its own action speaks to the value of less there is. Like when you attempt to get attention or you attempt to be heard or you attempt to push a narrative, it's because you want that to be graduated to the fact of accepted. Shit gets so ill. And I'm like, yo, so you mean to tell me you really put these stories together so we can accept it as a story more level than accept it as a truth? So that means everything that you know in existence is to be true to you, but you accepted it as a story because it's been given to you as such. Yo, this shit get crazy. Yo, it's like there's nothing new literally under the sun. Nothing. That's what they mean by that. Not saying that what you're creating is not new. It's saying the way you look at everything in life, you see it as something like think about it. You go watch a Disney movie. You're like, oh snap. It wasn't new. It was you the whole time. It was you understanding the concept of your reality, the concept of your actual creation. Like you still don't understand that. You believe your body is a body. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if you like we not like everybody else, yo. If you shut things off of your body and you stop doing things, what's gonna happen is you're gonna go through a purge first. If you can make it through the purge of the addiction to the system, your body gonna kick it to another level. It's gonna get real bright. Everything that you normally see gonna get bright 10 times 10. You're gonna be like, oh my God, I feel light. Even your energy is gonna impact on you really, really fast. That means the light that's inside of you is spreading through your existence. You're gonna fast a little longer, pull away from things a little more longer. The normal intelligence level gonna hit your brain and go like this, boom. You're gonna start feeling and seeing things out of the circumference of where you don't move. Because mind you, you're going through deprivation. You're pushing things away. That's worldly, no matter what it is. Your seasonings, you know what I'm saying? The TV shows, the people, yeah, your normal days, you're pushing all that away. You might subsequently just be sitting still. You might be just drinking water. You might be just sitting on the deck in the sun in the same spot every day. You know what I'm saying? Like these particular energies, your retention from the system. When you do this, only thing you do is ignite your kingdom. Your kingdom, your whole dome, the circumference. It's not a dome, then why you got an aura that goes around your complete body? It doesn't outline your arms and shit. It doesn't make like an image of your body. It goes around you like a circle. Almost like what? What they call it, a Merkaba. What is the Merkaba? The electrical signals that form a shape around you that protect you in a higher level so that you can fly from out of here. That's how you came in here. It's spiritual energy. Ultimately, understanding that this particular energy already exists around you every day. That's how people feel you. You know, you like, yo, your vibe off, yo, something ain't right. That's the Merkaba. You tapping into their auric field. It's already connecting through points in existence around them. So no matter what they thinking, if you strengthen your field, you can feel that shit a million miles away. Who you focusing on? Go listen to what they talking about. It's just that strong. The more you allow the systematic things to be in your life, the less you can hear everything else that's going on in the world. This is what divine is showing you. You ain't gotta do nothing. You ain't gotta go play with nobody or do no crazy. Sit still. Sit still. You start hearing everything, yo. I'm deaf in my left ear and I pick up on more shit that people can hear. And it ain't sound I'm picking up on, it's frequency. Literally, I've said my name to myself over 100 million times. It's like a boxer, like Floyd Mayweather. You've said one frequency a million and one times. You really think your body not in tune with that frequency? You've repeated it 100 million times. How oblivious are you to the understanding of real science and mathematics? Just like a boxer, Floyd, stay throwing that punch. Bing, 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 bing. Step in front of him, you're going to get hit. That's because he's mastered that punch. So if I'm doing something 1,000,001 times, whether if it's oblivious or not to me. You've said your name since you was a kid. That's your frequency. Sit still and listen when your name is being spoken. Yeah, you can hear that shit. You can hear it when somebody put more weight on your name, is because weight is negative energy. So if somebody speak on your name in a negative way, you can feel the frequency be low because it's pushing it down. If I take a key on a string, like on a guitar, and I pluck it, bing, and I hold this down, it's gonna go boom. If I let it up and hold it in the middle part and pluck it, it's gonna go ding. If I let it go and rise it up, push it with my finger and pluck it, it's gonna go ding higher because I'm pushing the string upwards and I'm plucking it down, which makes the refraction of the energy go up. Let somebody put weight on your name and you not around them, you can hear them things. Like, yo, somebody talking bad about me. Some people be like, yo, my nose itching or my ears itching. That's the frequency trying to get to you. It can't get through that physical part because other things got it blocked off. See, I'm not far from my topic right now. It just seems like I am. You got to pay attention. What I'm focusing on, are you aware that you are this individual, the God King of your dome? You are a true king. You are a descendant from a God. The stories of the kings was showing how their bloodline was of the gods. That's as far as they can get to explaining that shit to us. But it was way deeper than that. Because it's not the blood. The blood is what formulates the conductivity of the light. It's the water, the Red Sea. You split in half, right? It's part that. So you understand the light came in. Now it's conducted through the blood or the water in the body, right? Now you the king. Now that God energy has become flesh. Or inside the flesh, inside the box, inside the matrix. Now, here's the question. You let everybody in your kingdom? You let anything be promoted in your kingdom, right? Anybody can come in your house. They all up in your kingdom. Yeah, they is. You know why? Look how many sneakers you wearing. Look how many fads you attached to. Look how many inferences you deal with. Look how many narratives you carry. Look what you about to say after you listen to this. What's new to you? Whatever will be new to you. You can't have nothing new because you wrapped into something that's into you more than you into you. You wrapped into something that's into you more than you into you. Ain't you a kingdom? You outside yourself, though. You outside yourself and got motherfuckers all in your house. Look, you let them graffiti up your, they graffiti up the outside of your kingdom. Look, put graffiti on the outside of your kingdom. Don't defile the body, though. I got shot in the head early. They was trying to take me out early. Started concepting the reality like, damn, yo. Hold on, let me check the comments. Respect. But then, this is what I mean by having things inside your kingdom. Who's allowing things to go into these children and make them change their ways or understand not that they are the ones? The God energy manifest into a king. Now you are inside your dome. This is the world you're supposed to be controlling. But they got you outside your own walls. And then you get mad when somebody go in your house because you ain't home. You ain't home. Niggas be saying I be tripping and shit. And it's crazy. You can come to somebody and be like, yo, this is what I really think I really need. And they be like, nah, you need more outside connections. Like, what? You need outside connections. You need to talk to these people. You need to do that. Oh, so you want more people inside my kingdom? I start getting offensive. You taking it wrong. You say, nah, I'm taking it right. God don't like the wrong things in this house. I tell you this all day long. So if it ain't the natural, what I came with, what I'm putting in here, it should be plants and forests and shit. Crystal clear waters and rivers and shit. minerals that sparkle in my light inside of my. Talking about they find inner cities, the inner city in me, inner city. I listen to these things. I be like, yo, it's ill because you'll hear a reader, right? A reader will be talking, and a reader will be like, repeat this or type this in the comments. Say I am a winner. But the reader is telling you to say I am a winner. So now when you put that in your comments responding to her, you're saying that she is the winner, even though, or he is the winner, even though that you're responding to what you were told, like Simon says. So don't the world do the same thing, but they paint a picture of it? They show you underground caverns and shit they dug out, and then they be like, yo, this is what we found. We trying to find this. We getting close, and then everybody focus on that. They be like, they gonna find it. So now they got the attention span of the divine beings. So now the attention span of the divine beings do what? Drop the veil. So now they really start finding shit. But I'm tripping, right? Nah, I've been telling people a long time ago. I be like, yo, you be driving by your city and you see these. I'm about to build this police department. I'm about to build this hospital, and they don't show you. They don't show you the blueprints. They show you the finished model of it on a picture. So you look at the picture, and be like, yo, they're gonna be finished with that in 8 months. You actually getting it in your mind and bringing it into fruition. Don't even know it. You just see the people hammering and nailing, and you think that's what it is. Nah, it's your energy bringing that into fruition. It's faster than you think. You are really the progenitors of everything because you built a dome around your light. Only God can do that. Only God can judge me now. Only my high self see everything I'm doing because it's with me all the time. It's judging and recording all my emotions. My higher self is the one that whips me back into shape. The lower self try to get me pulling into my lower self. That's the bottom chakra. So what's pulling me out of my kingdom? Once you bust a nut, excuse my language. Once you come out yourself, come out. You came, right? Came and went, come, gone. Same difference. But we don't look at it in the same sentence. It's too simple. Simplicity. Simplicity. The synonyms, the adjectives, and then you action and inaction, inaction, inactive. Now you in action out of yourself. How you even do this? Or even see it that way? It gets complicated, but it's so simple. They be like, yo, he be talking crazy. He be talking crazy. I be like, nah, I'm a Rubik's Cube inside my head. One problem just and it turns and it turns and it faces me. I got to get it to face me. And when I get to face it, I can see what is real. I'm like, yo, you ain't a part of me. How you get up in here? I don't like you. I don't like that energy. Matter of fact, I don't want to go. I don't want to play. Knock the board off the table. No more games. They be like, yo, you don't play fair. I ain't got to play fair. It's my kingdom. It's my kingdom. Oh, you an interesting fellow. I'm very interesting. The one you don't want to fuck with like that. Because I'm going to break down everything you are in existence and show you that what you're doing is not even a capability if I don't allow it. It's going to be beating your brain up so much, your shit going to be ready to pop because you're going to be like, what the fuck is he talking about? It's the frequency. If you ain't bouncing around in your own kingdom, you bouncing around outside of that. And inside of you, you're getting abused, which allows you to do what? Speak outside your kingdom. Then you expose all the secrets about your significant value that you don't know about yourself to other people who know more fact that you are a kingdom than you do. And then they extract you, split you up, chop you in pieces, put you to work, and then take the best parts of you and recreate you to serve their self. It's the world we living in right now. You ain't never seen somebody take a building down and use the pieces to build up another building now? Motherfuckers used to take concrete blocks from the pyramids and the pantheons and bring them to their shit and put it on their land and stuff. This ain't nothing but the old concepts built in a new way. Now understanding that you're absorbing so much electrical energy from the sun, you a literal living battery. They showed you a whole movie of matrix beings sitting in these pods getting charged up or reborn in some value, and then they talk about this year, oh, we about to make babies. Niggas been all in your kingdom, yo. They've been all in your kingdom. Every other year they having meetings of melanin parties and shit. Finding out how melanin is more efficient by watching niggas be idiots. Crazy, yo. Like, yo, watch them go, watch them go. And niggas be like, how you call me a monkey? Because the monkey wasn't capable not to be seen. The monkey was put in positions to do tricks and shit, and it would allow itself to do that, especially out of fear, because it didn't want to be hurt. As long as it can get away and get back to the jungle, right? Niggas be like, I ain't a monkey, but you'll sit there and do all these tricks for the money. Banana money, what's the difference? Especially when the monkey, no, only thing he had to do was get back to the jungle to be safe. So what does that mean for you? I get the bag and I get back to the crib, I'm safe. They create other entities and other demons out of our people. Send niggas on the mission. They drop off 100,000 guns in this state. Leave a train open with a bunch of niggas that's deprived and been beaten down by the police, and they go get guns. And then they start selling them, making some money they never had because you took it away from the fathers before them 2 ciphers ago. Their grandfathers was broke, their pops was broke. So they get a chance, they get money. They selling guns because they can't get no money no other way else. But the tabloids in the world said, we got problems. We got problems. We got problems. These people is this, these people is that. We got problems. All up in the kingdom don't even understand because they're depriving you of water, they're depriving you of food, they're depriving you of light. So they give you falsity and you take that and go run with it, and they brand your name on a new understanding of sacrifice called paper. So they cut up the trees to give us oxygen. My cousins, kill my cousins, make them into paper, make you write shit on this paper. Now you got spells that you got to stand for. You better not come up here with that paper. You ain't got this paper, I can't help you. All up in your kingdom. All up in your kingdom. But you don't know you was the God that changed to a kingdom manifest into the darkness. You didn't know that. You thought you was just born. And your parents too, they got confused. They ain't know what to do. So they was going along just to get along because they thought that's what you're supposed to. And some of them even got a little more because they was a little bit sexier. Didn't have the mother and father to keep them together. So they taught the same information to their children like, yo, whatever. I don't got love and I ain't giving none up. I just die with this bullshit. So that became a trend. Now we don't face nothing because a lot of our people die with the bullshit. See, this science and this knowledge is originally me. That's why I be coming off sometimes with freestyle in my head, because I be talking about real shit that's actually said. Like, it just go kind of fluidly. Like, that's why you know I don't be making this shit up. This shit be in my heart and I be feeling it like a pump, pump, pump. But I'm watching my people go through this shit, happiness and smiling on TV, disrespecting everything, wilding, smiling. This shit is crazy, yo. Remember back in the day, you was a kid, your grandmother be like, at least be decent while you in the street. These words and this shit just go far from motherfuckers. Like, you just forget so much to put grease on your face and to brush your fucking hair. Just go so far from that, right? And that was the simple things. Why you got crust on your eyes? Come here. They made a joke about it. Even put it in TV shows like a skit. Because they want to remove all the realest shit. They all up in our kingdom, yo. And we wonder why things won't change. Real estate. You know that thing that be stuck in your brain. The same thing rappers and artists want. They want to have real estate in your mind. They want to be a household name. Let me go to this state. Let me go to this state. Let me leave some kids. Let me do my thing. Hear my music. Remember me, I'm hot. Pay your money. No matter the pay. Let me make $100 million in this. Get the fuck out the way. We supposed to be a culture though, right? So we gonna help him fix his kingdom while the rest of our shit tore apart. While he ain't really living in this kingdom, he just giving his money to some other people. Ain't no eagles. Niggas is not really flying high. We just watching them fly by. They all up in our kingdom. You don't want to look at me because I'm the realest. The real part that you afraid to be. The shit that you think is boring because it don't give you nothing to get high, sexual, or no famous seats. Yeah, it don't happen like that when you being your real self. It's just you. You gotta be happy with you. You know, walking down the street, talking to the neighbors. Yo, what's up, dude? No beef. No my color, your color. That's my family. Yo, that's my brother. Yo, you a bitch. Yo, you a hoe. None of that shit. Not out the front door. It's too early for that. I'd rather sit on my porch and smell some herbs coming from somebody else like, yo, he burning that gas. Remember the hot dog lady with the kosher dogs coming down the street, pure beef. The slushy trucks that had all the colors. That shit tastes so unique. The hot days and the sprinkler water spraying everywhere. People just laughing, cutting off the top of quarter water bottles with a rubber band, popping a rock and making that shit happen. Like, yeah, you shoot that shit hella far. Concrete jungle shit. No matter, the imagination is what was happening. And then y'all started putting caps on the life like that's what's happening. Everything shiny, everything grimy, everything behind me. They all up in our kingdom, yo. All up in the kingdom. But you forgot you was God that manifested into a kingdom. Queens too, hella true. Y'all standing on independence. Look at me. I'm in a t-shirt and some jeans. You like, I ain't with it. I'm like, yo, how you diss me and you created me? I'm your son. The worst part and the beautifulest part, I'm still your heart. I'm the reason why you were supposed to calm down, not absorb everything. How you not absorb your own piece of art? Yeah, I understand you independent, but don't forget you brought me in it. But now you don't want to be a part of me. Even the ones you create that's after me, they looking at me like half of these. I'm like, half? I was a part of the first aftermath. Remember when the dilution, you said we got to create man. Whoa, man, split yourself in half and here I come. Still was in the universe, so the thought was already done. We came together through the ethers. Later, I came through the plane of the remains. But I'm standing here because you brought this into fruition. Don't forget it. In all your life giving, you created more men than it is women right now. 10 to 1. Shit get deep. They all up in your kingdom. Fucking you up from your head to your feet. Look at your toenails. Look at the shoes. Your shit don't even touch the ground no more. You stand up like you got peaks on your shit. Cover up your head so the solar can't hit it. Put paint on your face so you don't even look the same. You don't even like your regular natural ways. You gotta be somebody that don't even exist. You rather look like some cartoon and shit. Cause we gotta outdo somebody. This shit crazy. They all up in your kingdom, lady. I know. I'm not that important because the dollars ain't long. I'm rich as shit in the spirit side though. About 200,000 feet tall, sitting on a throne. Everybody like we can't get up his knee bone. That's why I know in this life I stand alone. I love you anyway, because I see the light you hold. I just know you got too many people all up in your home. Should be crazy just like that. Like, yo, I could listen to it. And I do. I be like, yo, this shit crazy. And I be in my head with it. Because if you slow yourself down, you see everybody make every single decision towards it. Every single time you're going to satisfy the system. And it's just going to be the breakdown. You're going to be like, nah, that's what we got to do. You ain't never got to do nothing. Remember, stay black and die? When last time you heard that shit? Stay black and die. Stay original. Why you can't do that? We know what we meant when we said the shit. We know what we was meaning when we said the shit. When last time you seen somebody walk around with an afro pick, just in their back pocket? Last time you seen a medallion? Remember the old medallions, the leather Jones with the African joint on it? Niggas just rocking it under their shirt for nothing. When the last time you seen that? Now we got unks today, gold and shiny, right? Just to put it in somebody's face. I'm like, I got the unk on my back as a tattoo, right here. See that tattoo on my back? I carry it on my back. I put it in my skin. I did that for me. That's my kingdom. I said, yo, you be doing the most. You better at least put something to represent. You still done did the most already. That was before I still knew I shouldn't have did shit. It's all up in my kingdom, yo. And then you got to fight to get them out the door. You got to start pushing them and thumping all these thoughts that you think you know. Yeah. But I sound crazy with it, though. It's like, yo, I don't know what dude be talking about because it don't go with how we supposed to move. I don't move how people move. I'm moving how I would probably or possibly move if I wasn't controlled by none of these motherfucking fools. Trying to grab back the understanding of what would happen if I grew up as a little dude and I was protected in all corners. Trying to think like that, starting to get a little farther. But I have more laughter, a little more peace, a little longer. That's what I start to notice. So then my thought pattern of what I would create get just that much stronger. My listening capability of me listening to the divine comes a little harder. My discipline for myself gets stronger. The glow starts to happen. It starts to telling me, like tapping on my back shoulder, yo, you making it happen. Protecting my light. Stop doing so many things. I stopped liking so many things in the world. I stopped wanting to go do so many different things. Stop wanting to be a part of so many different things. Stop wanting to say, I want, oh, that bottle got that on it. Oh, look at that. Like, I'll be in the store sometimes, like, yo, why that liquor bottle look like that? That's something different. Oh, that's how them blunts look. I'm going to try them too. Nah, why you confusing this shit? Just stick to what you stick to. It's all up in your kingdom. Real estate. All up in your kingdom. Tomorrow they're going to tell you about the next new lotion, the next new perfume, the next new shirt, the next new place. Everybody going to be like, I got to stay up. I got to stay up. I got to keep up with the Joneses. Like, yo, that shit crazy. I remember when I was getting money and we was hustling, I'd be like, yo, I'm going to have Thanksgiving in this month. Everybody come through and eat with me. They be like, yo, you crazy. I'm like, nah, I'm getting a hella deal on the turkeys. You want to eat with me? You know what I'm saying? Yo, we're going to have this. We're going to have this day on this day. Pop mad fireworks. We're going to do this. I didn't want to follow the line of the system. I didn't want to do it because I know it was a trap. And if I follow somebody else's mind, shit, that was that. So I was doing shit on purpose, you know, living rebel. Just say, yo, let's do it, whatever. So niggas be having extra fun. And I put my homies on. They be like, yo, what if I did it 2 days after sun? Yeah, we be just partying all month then. Love. Now people connecting to the value. Everybody on their bag. Everybody chasing. We got a whole team doing the same thing. So now, instead of having these individual times, we doing shit at individual times. All together, though. They like these dudes, they own tribe. And they strong, too. So we can support each other even if one get a little weak. We can pick them up because it won't hurt nothing. See, we don't even think like that. But we talking about we all of a culture. And then everybody going to run because they all up in your kingdom. You're going to run and support the value of what they support in somebody else. It's the big slave system. The biggest plantation ever. The biggest plantation ever. You just serve your penance by buying the falsity that they give you without you thinking for yourself. Where your airplane at? Where your runway? Where your beach at? This earth dumb big, yo. It's bigger than you think. But if they make this whole landmass that we know as the landmass, they lock in all the kingdoms. That's what they talk about, the whole world order. Get everything on one accord. That means they got all the kingdoms, all the gods. What? Let niggas hear this, yo. There's niggas who got the right mind, they hear this, they gonna hear me. They gonna be like, nah, son talking. I just ain't think about it like that. That's what they gonna say. Like niggas who think like this, they gonna be like, nah, son talking. But I ain't just look at it like that. And see, that's what divine be trying to say. But people rather quote words that's projected from other people's perception. This is a crazy lesson. I don't care what them things be saying. They wrote down on sacrifice. I have to understand the time and the energy and the purpose for each device. So keep in mind, back in the day when they was writing books, remember it used to be one and two. Somebody would write it in the good and somebody would write it in the hate. It was always defiance of the gods. That means somebody else who was created in another way was already out to defile or destroy the purpose of what divine had manifested into. So the beings that was manifested into this ideal had already lost everything because of the battle against them. Keep in mind, your enemy been studying you longer than you had a chance to study. The enemy been studying you longer than you had the chance to study. But right now we so freeing because that's just our natural energy. Nah, you got to be way more perplexing than that right now. You still got to be the energy that you came as, but you got to be like divine in the mind, literally. Not saying it, you have to equate and spit and think and compute and Rubik's Cube faster than the average. They still want to dumb you down, telling you about AI and all this other shit. I wish you would. I'm a hood nigga that compute dumb quick. Shock the shit out of you. I ain't got to prove anything because I ain't here to prove anything. I just use what I'm supposed to use when it's time to. And that's where the shocking coming at. Like where I thought it looks like, because he never did. Well, it's like one of those little ass maps you get in one of those shops, you know what I'm saying? They be like this big, but then you be in the car, you keep opening that shit up, that shit cover the whole car. Yeah, I'm like that. But most people only get to the first or the second opening with me. So they don't ever see all the pages until you get a chance to open it all up. You be like, yo, this shit dumb big. I didn't know it was like that. Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be like that. It's hidden. I don't have to give you anything. This is how it's supposed to be when they come into the, check this out, watch this. I'm going to show you how what I'm saying is literal. They gave you the story of the bull inside of the maze. Jason and the Argonauts, remember? He had to go kill the bull. The bull was protecting what? The fair maiden. Watch how they switch this story all up. Your head is a tourist field, right? It has an interest, one interest in. You see what I'm saying? One interest out. You come, right? So he's protecting the woman, right? So they thought they had to remove the phallus, decapitate the phallus, and cut the man's literal penis. The phallus was the pineal gland in the head, the light, because the torus field is connected around the phallus or the obulus of the dome, the heavens. The torus field goes in like this. So they said Taurus the bull because it looked like it had horns symbolizing. As it came down, it made it look like it had a snout in the face. That's why they call it the torus field. It's the Taurus. It's the head they talking about. It was the entry into where your soul was. So they know if they can get in through there, for your understanding of how you see things, how you concept, they come through your eyes and they make you speak the reality, thus gifts them a door. Now they got real estate in your mind. They ain't have to walk inside you. You let them in. Remember, even in the movies, they told you the only way you can let the vampire in unless you accept them in. You ain't even heard that though. They hit you with the Frankenstein, be like, yo, how we took them apart and put them back together. Hit them with the lightning they got from your pineal energy. They hit the fake body with that and brought themselves into fruition. They telling you just like that. And then they hit you with the counterpart. They hit you with the yin yang version of their whole story. They show you Dracula. Then Dracula, how'd you let him in? You had to invite him in. So how'd he get in? You brought him in through the Taurus field. Now you got real estate into the mind. Now you living every day giving your light out to particular things that's inanimate. You get weaker. I'm tired right now. I work too much. I was out all day. I'm tired. How you tired? You're a divine being. Living off infinity because you infinity nothing. Your energy that you connected to don't got no life to give you life back. It was the whole trick. They all in your kingdom. All in your kingdom. Motherfucker asked me, be like, yo, why you gotta smoke though? This shit was crazy, yo. I was like, yo, what you mean? It's like, yo, why you gotta be smoking though? Like, you smoke. I was like, because it's what I want to do. Why does that bother you? You know what I'm saying? I don't smoke cigarettes. You know what I mean? I smoke herbs. Different herbs, you know what I'm saying? Like bilberry leaf, sage, cannabis, you know what I'm saying? Star anise, fucking clove, You know what I'm saying? Like herbs. You feel me? And I know how to combine them different, cinnamon, shit like that. I know how to combine them different. It's a knowledge that I learned a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's something I've been doing for a long time that's comfortable for me right now. Ultimately, Devon said things are going to gravitate to you that is normal to your natural essence of who you are. Don't be a shot of your natural connection to things. You know what I'm saying? So when you came into the world, you actually gravitated to particular things in life. Not saying nothing you was shown. I'm talking about since I was like a kid. You know what I'm saying? I'll be having conversations with people like, remember this smell? Somebody made a food. It was like this. They'd be like, what you talking about? I was like, it was a smell in the air that day. And it smelled like this. And they would literally have to remember the day I was talking about and think about the time I'm speaking of when they saw me run through and I stopped and smelled the air. And then they would remind, they'd be like, yeah, I remember that day. It was so and so was cooking that. I was like, yeah. And what was that? It was like they made this with that. And I'd be like, that's the smell. That's how I was when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was young, like I was always able to pinpoint the exact moment of things without using the right words. Like words didn't have a vibration to the feeling. My feeling was already tapped into the actual essence of what it was. You know what I'm saying? But being able to explain it, I had to compute through American concept. So it was kind of difficult. So I wanted to say what a kid would know. You know what I'm saying? But in my head, I knew what the hell I was seeing and what I thought. You know what I'm saying? It's like I always knew. But it's like my mouth couldn't say it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's vibration. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird to me, you know what I mean? Because I never felt like what people say. It's like I came into this world trying to be what we say we are supposed to be. Like not like you was something different, and you knew you was something different when you first got here. Even how you would communicate with your family in your household, you didn't communicate how you was taught. You communicated particular ways that you grow up with this way, facial expressions, body motions, and shit like that. Your house smelled different than your friend's house. You know what I'm saying? Like all these little things was important because it was essence. Essence. And then they would put essence in fairy tales. The essence would be the golden stuff in the jar that you got to get and spray it over the lands to do this. And then what they started doing, going into the hood, exploiting. What is exploiting? Looking at the detriments of our culture and then making movies out of it. Giving you money. It was giving you money for your essence. It was the first aspect of transmutation. It was getting all up into your kingdom. See what I'm talking to you about right now. If you're gonna understand this knowledge, if you're gonna understand what we're transferring over to, if you're gonna understand what gathering your real wealth is, if you're gonna understand what being in a new is gonna look like, if you're gonna bring back the golden ages on a higher level, more purified, how you gonna protect it? Unless you know what's being taken from you. How you gonna board up the cracks and shit of your kingdom unless you knew how they got up in you? No, you ain't worried about that because you still addicted. Those needle holes, they open. They infested. So you got to keep sticking shit in that same needle hole. Your eyes, your mouth, your nose, your ears, between your legs and all that, between your toes, every vein, every follicle. They tried to make killing yourself back in the day a good thing. Remember females out there slitting their wrists, all black. I don't care. I killed myself. This world is up. And if you let this world inside your kingdom, well, this is what we deal with. So let's stop blaming individual people. And how about you start cleaning up your house? Huh? We can talk about it. We definitely can talk about it. I am Naga. Respect, Queen. I appreciate you holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else will come through here and y'all get this lyrical come through. You know what I'm saying? Open up your mind. This shit different. And get those people up out your kingdom. One.